Okay, guys. So, one of my friends, Lori Anderson from Jade Helm, um, that's how I met Lori, got stumbled across this and sent it to me. And I looked over it, and it's a conspiracy. Did the EPA intentionally poison the Animas River to secure Superfund money? Well, if you think about everything that's going on with the federal government and the overreach, not to mention that the mine itself was working on this to clean this, or this never would have happened. I don't think so. Anyway, if they would have left the mine alone for the mine to take care of this, um, I'm going to throw this in there. You guys can go over it. But what you got to do is you have to take into consideration that the EPA came in and took control of installing a tap. Okay, if you put a bank here, you put a bank here. This becomes a settling pond, holding pond, whatever you want to call it. Now, you have a incoming flow and you have a discharge flow somewhere in there. Okay, it was leaking around the discharge. So what they were going to do is they were going to try to seal it, and then they were going to put a new discharge basically in it. But they wanted something that they could control. That's where it becomes a tap. So once you put that tap in, then it holds this water back longer. So the heavies, and the heavies are the elements in the water that could be dangerous, as if this isn't dangerous enough. But it gives it more time for the heavies to drop down into the bottom. I mean, that's how come if you're mining, you have to know the specific gravity weights of what you're after. It's just simple. Gold's the heaviest. Gold generally falls to the bottom of the pan or whatever it's going through. But the EPA, their own heavy equipment operator, what he did was got too close to the dam and he ruptured the dam. Once you have a leak, the entire thing washes out. Anybody with a pond, small pond, I mean, if a dam starts leaking, it ain't too long before the whole thing goes. So I'm going to throw this in there and you guys can check it out. I would recommend on this EPA dastrously leaked millions of gallons of toxic waste into the Animas River in Colorado. Click on that link, read it. Has some good information. I would do it, but I have to pick what window I'm screencasting. I can't jump around like I can if I just shoot this with my camera. But, I mean, you got to remember, Obama just signed an executive order to where he basically gave the federal government total control over all moving water. Do you guys realize what this does? This can affect the entire Southwest. This river keeps going south. I'm not exactly sure where this picture was taken, but I'm going to guess this is close to the New Mexico border if it's not in New Mexico, simply because of the difference in the peaks. Once you get down to Durango, you hit the scrub oak and the cedar trees. It's just the lay of the land. From Farmington, it's high desert. And then that thing takes a turn and it heads over to Shiprock. And in between Shiprock and just above Lake Powell is where the San Juan dumps into the Colorado into Lake Powell. From Lake Powell, it carries on back over into Lake Mead. From Lake Mead, it runs down to Lake Havasu. From Lake Havasu, it goes into the Baja, California. That's where the Colorado River dumps into the ocean, Baja, California. So think about everything that this little disaster did. It effectively wreaks havoc on the Southwest. I don't care where you live. If you're below this spill, better be trying to find a new source of water. I did shoot a rant video today and it got lost, and I have to reshoot that, so I'll probably screencast it and raise all kinds of hell. But anyhow, Lori, thank you for sharing this with me, and I'm going to go ahead and cut this. I'm going to grab this link right now, and I'm going to put it in this video. All right, later, guys.